Now the final of the men's 200 metres, that world record of Pietro Minea dating back to 1979. But will Michael Johnson, who goes here in lane 3, challenge that soon? Not today, I think. It's too gusty, it's too windy. But Johnson, the gold medal favourite, of course. On the inside, it'll be Robson da Silva, the Brazilian who holds the Olympic bronze medal from 1988 and was just about invincible in 1989. Not quite as good since then, though. Well, not nearly as good, frankly. Olapade Adenikin of Nigeria, running very well here, personal best in the quarterfinal. Michael Johnson from Dallas, Texas. He's about the biggest thing to come out of Dallas since JR. 24 years of age and unbeaten since May 1990. Red hot favourite to take this gold medal. 10 wins out of 10 this year. Frankie Fredericks seems to be the biggest threat. The Namibian, who was 5th in the 100 metres in 9.95 and always comes with a late rush at the end. He's beaten Carl Lewis this year. Attlee Mahorn, certainly a contender for the bronze medal here, the Canadian. This is 3rd world or Olympic final. Canadian record in the semis for Mahorn, who's bang in form. Outside of him, from Bulgaria, and he set 2 national records in this 200-metre campaign, Nikolai Antonov, but in the semi-finals didn't seem to have quite the same zip to me, but maybe that was an illusion. Outside of him, Jean-Charles Trouabal, beaten by John Regis in the European final last year when he took the silver, but Regis hasn't made this final, and Trouabal has. And on the outside, what an experience for 20-year-old Alexander Goromikin. He's got a World Junior gold medal. Now he's in with the big boys in the Senior Championship. Michael Johnson, doesn't he look a picture of composure? Totally untouched by all the adulation and stardom back home in Dallas. He's been given the keys of the city, but his head has not been turned by the bright lights one bit. He hasn't won anything yet, but in about another half a minute or two, he might well have done. Da Silva, Adenikin, Johnson, Fredericks, Mahorn, Antonov, Trouabal, Goromikin. The men's world championship 200-metre final. And away they go. Johnson has gone off fast there in lane 3, beginning to cut back on Frankie Fredericks already. Mahorn's going well too out there in lane 5, but Johnson has the lead as they hit the straight, and it's a big lead too. Look at this from Michael Johnson. It is sensational stuff. Frankie Fredericks is in 2nd place. Oh, Johnson's won it. Johnson's won it. Frankie Fredericks got the silver. It was close for the bronze. 20.01. He smashed the championship record again, and he's got his world gold medal. The phenomenal Michael Johnson is the 200-metre king of Tokyo.
A new championship best of 20.01 into a 3.4 meters per second wind. We'll turn that round. That's at least as good as the world record, I reckon. Michael Johnson, number 1. Surely he is at the 200 meters. There's that very strong wind against him. Remember, he's almost certainly the best 400-meter runner in the world as well, but the schedule doesn't permit him to do both those events. Frankie Fredericks, a very worthy runner-up indeed. Brilliant new talent. Comes from Namibia at university in the USA. And across the USA, a great hotbed of sprint talent, and this is the latest truly great man, Michael Johnson.
Well, they've looked at his style and tried to make head or tail of it. He runs bold, upright with those small little shuffling strides, no discernible knee lift. Perhaps the antithesis of what the coaching manuals say about sprinting. His stride covers only 7 feet, and looking back through history, I think Tommy Smith's was about 9 feet. But it doesn't matter, it gets him there, and it gets him there mighty quick.
Yeah, he moves them pretty quick. That's the answer, isn't it? Great leg speed. And it's wonderful. This man who came through last year, many people's choice of athlete of the year last year. No major championships for him then, but he's retained his form, unbeaten. This is his 11th major 200-meter final of the year, and the most important one, and he won it in beautifully convincing style.
And I wonder what the folks back home in Dallas make of all this. Did they ever believe that the little boy who used to run in the black horn-rimmed spectacles in the school championships would one day become the champion of the world?
I just hope they're going to get to find out about it soon. Track and field so underestimated in the USA. Well, right from the start, Johnson got a pretty good one in lane 3. So too did Frankie Fredericks in lane 4, and I was impressed early on by Atlee Mahorn in lane 5. Look at Robson da Silva too in lane 1, because he came on the scene pretty late and he may have been in contention for the bronze medal. But now, coming into the home straight, Johnson is in full flow and he's going away from some of the cream of the world sprinters, opening up a gap. 3 meters perhaps now, back to Frankie Fredericks in second place. Now let's look very closely at a very closely determined photo finish for that bronze medal. It's Atlee Mahorn in the middle. Yes, I think he's just done it, but there was da Silva on the far side, slightly ahead of Adenikin.
Really was very, very close for that bronze medal. It wasn't remotely close for the gold medal. Michael Johnson here put on a masterclass of sprinting. Ran a fabulous bend. He'd taken it out of them all by the time they reached the straight. Look at Johnson with that style that's been likened to Jesse Owens and to Valerie Bortsoff as well by some experts. There's da Silva over on the far side, who was certainly in the photograph for the bronze medal, and the angle and the picture is sometimes a bit deceptive. It was very, very close indeed between da Silva and Mahorn, and I don't think Peter Matthews or I would really want to call that without the print. But Michael Johnson simply destroyed them.
Powerful, quickly enters running, very soon gets into that upright stance, and look at the twinkling, scintillating legs there. Frankie Fredericks working hard, but already Johnson has gone past him. One of the secrets of a great 200-meter runner, to be able to run the turn fast. Johnson, who doesn't run 100 metres, but can maintain wonderful speed around a 400-metre track. He'd have won that, I think, by an even bigger margin. Well, he'll show that maybe in years to come. As it was, he's the 200 champion.
And as Michael Johnson gives those interviews there after his championship best and gold medal performance.
And there's the result. Michael Johnson, the win in 20.01. Frankie Fredericks the silver, and Atlee Mahorn was given the bronze verdict over Robson da Silva. They shared the same time of 20.49.